Hello everyone, my name is Eche and we are coming your way once again with another conversation from a previous NSMQ contestant. Thank you to everybody who has been listening and who has subscribed. Today I'm coming to you from a special place. Sure you can see the background, you can see the guest. We are here with Papa Fredua, but one of the things I'm going to do is to let him mention his name, but I would welcome him to the program and then let him mention his name the right way. But hey, it's a great day because we are at Harvard University here in Massachusetts. Big university, top world class university. And our guest is 2016 NSMQ contestant for Presbyterian Boys, Papa Fredua. Hello, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time. I appreciate you making the time to speak to us. It's a nice name. What was the full name?
The full name is Papa Fredua Anderson.
Okay, so Papa Fredua Anderson. It's a lot of people call you Papa or Bishop Papa.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Papa Fredua Anderson. As I said, Preseckley gone Presbyterian Boys 2016 squad. And guess what? He's now in Harvard Medical School. Charlie, it's hard enough going to medical school. This man is in Harvard Medical School, the big man. Papa, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, how's life?
Life is good. Life is good. Medical school is tough, but like God's grace, you're here. So
wow. Harvard Medical School. Hey, let's face it, top university, and then a medical school at top university.
Yeah.
How did you make it into such a program?
How do I do stuff from?
Yeah.
I would say, it definitely involved lots of work and lots of mentorship and also lots of prayers.
Yeah.
But it was something that I was really hoping for when I moved from Ghana to the States. So I was working towards like getting admissions at the top universities, and also going on like free ride, having to pay for medical school. You can't really afford to pay for education here. It's in dollars and all that. So yeah, it was just like trying to work hard to get to this point, praying about it, trying to look for mentors. And I think seeing other Ghanaians get admitted into all these top universities really encouraged me because at some point I think that was impossible.
Yeah.
So that really helped. And yeah,
seriously, I'm here because I know the competition is not easy. But you're talking about, of course, it's a lot of hard work, but you're seeing those are mentors. In what way was that helpful?
Yeah, I think throughout college, I really sought out like some professors who would guide me throughout the process of getting acclimated to like the science here. I think at the beginning, I really had good aspirations for like, I was going to be a triple major. I came thinking I was doing like major in biology, economics, computer science, do all these great things. But then I was really humbled at the beginning because I didn't have that background to be able to compare at a high level. And it took me joining a research lab and having a mentor was really invested in me and took his time to explain things to me so that doing extra motivation. And also I had other upperclassmen in Ghana who were also reading my college, undergrad. So I asked them how do you navigate these challenges. And then I also saw the Ghanaians who were in other universities in the United States who got into these top medical schools. Because before it's like you have to get a 4.8 GPA, you have to get high MCAT scores. But then you talk to me like, oh no, you don't actually have to get all these perfect scores. It's more about overall academic achievement, overall achievement, not necessarily about academics only. So just reaching out to these people seeking mentorship and maybe a big shout out to all of them. But the list is very long.
Yeah, so I know how that's like. You don't want to leave out certain names. Yeah. But I guess you just want to say a big shout out to all those who have been helpful.
Exactly.
And your college was
Williams College.
Sorry, Williams College in what state?
In Massachusetts.
Oh, also here, Williams College. So shout out to all the guys there that mentored you or that you worked with. But of course, you are now here at Harvard medical school? How are the classes? I mean, how is it like?
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the Longwood campus, Longwood Medical Campus, where the medical school is, there are all these like top medical institutions. So you have access to the top medical doctors in the world who are pushing the boundaries of science. Innovations are happening everywhere. You have Moderna and all these top bioscience companies also within the Boston, Cambridge area. So just being around people who are really dedicated to improving science and who understand of medicine, and that's really been inspiring. The opportunities are limitless. I'm surrounded by some of the smartest people in the world. My classmates are really smart. Not in a way that it's not um, not in a way that it's impulsive, it's in a way that they want to share, they want to collaborate, they want to help you be a better person. They just want to bring whatever you have to offer on the table. So it's been a good experience. I feel like I'm learning a lot.
That's awesome because we all know, I mean, trend setting discoveries and innovations. I mean, they happen everywhere in the world, but especially here at Harvard as well. And so, which year are you in now?
I'm in my first year.
Okay, wow. So first year medical school. That's a bright future, very, very hopeful, and a great journey ahead of you, a great life ahead of you. Is it busy?
It is very busy. Yeah. To do a description of 9 classes.
Yes.
Yeah, there are several programs in the medical school. I mean, what they call a pathways curriculum.
Okay.
And in this curriculum, it's they give you the lectures or the materials for to study.
Okay.
Before you come to the classroom, and then the classroom they're solving problems.
Okay.
And they do that solving problems with in groups of 4, so making a kind of environment to be working in the hospital. They solve problems for your table and you discuss it with the rest of the class. And we are spread up into different societies, so you kind of have that camaraderie in that different societies. Yeah, that's what my classes are, and classes start every day just at 8 a.m. till around 2 at the latest, but usually 12:30. And switching between different courses and subjects, just like solving different problems. This for first year, and then you have clinical training on Wednesdays. So on Wednesdays, really good for hospital. Work on some patient interview skills, or work on like getting some patient data. So gradually you're learning these skills, you're learning the information knowledge in the classroom, like apply it in the hospital.
Wow. I mean, it sounds really interesting. But I want to find out. So today, what kind of classes did you take?
Yes, today is Wednesday. So Wednesday is academic day for first years. And in the morning, I went to the outpatient clinic.
Okay.
It's called Cambridge Health Alliance.
Okay.
The one I went to is in Somerville.
Okay.
And I saw two patients today.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is I go in, I talk to the patient, the reason for their visit, just like what you do in Ghana.
Yeah.
And then I come back and I relay that information to my preceptor, who is the attendant, and then we go in together and we talk about the patient. So I come, I give a brief summary of the patient. They say, he asked me questions about they say, trying to see, like, I know what's going on. He asked me, okay, so what do you think is going on? And I tell him what I'm thinking, and then he tries to explain things that, I can understand, the question I have, the need of the patient, the physical exam. And then, that, you see the next patient. So usually with another classmate, another classmate working together. So I see one patient, and I see the next. We have one preceptor. That was for the morning.
Okay.
So after that, we went back to the medical school. And usually in the afternoons, we go to the hospital.
Okay.
The inpatient setting.
Wow.
We work on defense skills. Sometimes it's to do a physical exam.
Okay.
So today we had what we call the cardiology round robin.
The cardiology
round robin.
Round robin.
And basically, it was just having different patients with different cardiac conditions come in, and then we go around to each patient and try and listen, do a cardiac exam, so listen to their hearts, listen to their pulse, and try and see what issue they might be having. So that's what we did in the arts team. And then,
Wow.
yeah,
Sounds very practical, but quite involving too. Yeah, because I know students generally don't have a life. Medical students don't have a life sometimes, times two. But I like the kind of education you're receiving, and you sounded very excited talking about it.
it's a great experience so far. Yeah, and the other good thing about this program is that they want to give the opportunity to do what things you're interested in. Because I think one thing that Harvard Medical School really cares about is students who are passionate about driving some form of change in the world or trying to make a difference in one or the other. So in my curriculum, our previous curriculum, usually we have the absence of. So it's not one of they have the absence of. Most students are volunteering here and there, working here and there, and working at the same time, so
Something to bring an impact.
something to make you,
And the opportunities are very, very flexible and different. I like that. So what do you do with that?
Oh, I do a lot. I think it depends on the day. There are some opportunities I'm really excited about. I've been involved in since I started medical school. One of them is called the family van. And it goes around into different low-income communities in Boston. Then what we do is that we try and there's a van, so it's like it's not a mobile clinic. But we offer services such as checking your blood pressure, on your blood sugar level, and your blood cholesterol level, and then if there are any issues, we try and refer you to primary care clinic, or we can keep track of it because the van is always there every day of the week. So one particular day of the week, so you can come every week to check it, just to monitor it because most people in each community don't have time to see a primary care physician or may not even have access to healthcare. So just trying to get the base of these chronic problems, trying to detect it as quickly as possible, trying to guide them to the right resources. It's really important. So sometimes I use my free time for that. Sometimes I do. I like to, work out every now and then. I use my free time for that.
Very important.
Yeah. Also, the other volunteer opportunities that I come to here in Cambridge campus. So there is this English shelter in the church down the street from here. I think we students just come and volunteer at the sport clinic. So I do that.
That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. But very impactful and helpful to society as well. I like the idea of the family van. It's great that you are using your life and your time in such a way. God bless you.
Thank you. I'm grateful for the opportunity.
So this is good. Thanks for giving us an insight.
Thank you.
You've sent us to Harvard Medical School small to see, what it's like. Of course, this is just a microcosm. The real thing happens there. But great. So, this is a great campus. I've been here. I've seen even the settings. Very great place to study. Beautiful campus. How did you feel when you realized you had actually been here?
Oh, yeah. No, I was recently reflecting on this because they sent out the admissions for the next class last week. So last Friday, so it's just like I was getting all these flashbacks. It's wild. I remember I was on my way to my research lab, so I was in Boston at that time. And I was doing this whole Nsmq application process.
Still in Williamson,
I was done. So I was done. I was doing research at the vascular research in Israel, the hospital, the hospitals. Yes, I was in Boston. I was living in Boston at that time. Actually living in Cambridge. Yes, now.
Sure.
So I was on my way to work, and then at the bus stop, and then I get an email, and I read the email, and then it said someone got accepted, and I'm like, what? I was like jumping in the street. I was like, I knelt down. The first thing I did was I knelt down and gave thanks to God.
Even out there.
Even out in the street. I'm sure people thought I was mad.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was jumping. I was like, I was dancing. I was celebrating. I've forgotten the first person I called. It might have been my PI in the lab
Okay.
or my parents. I don't actually remember who I called first, but I was just grateful, I just thank the Lord because I had this like song I was singing,
Sure.
like goodness of God.
Which song is it? Maybe the tune.
This is mine and so I can't sing.
You don't sing. Okay, that's fine. I mean, but I'm sure it's a song that is close to you. And that shows appreciation to God.
Exactly. So around that time, that song I was singing, I was like, it was really awesome. Really awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure some of our viewers might know the song. You say who is the
Goodness of God by CC now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So but I'm sure God plays a major role in your life.
Yeah.
In what ways that's your future?
I think in everything. Um, I'm not the best of songs.
It's fine.
But
we're all trying.
I'm grateful that God has always been there for me. I just feel like this whole journey has been the grace of God. Because I remember as a kid, I used to like always learn and pray about like, I want to go to the seg, I want to do Nsmq for the seg, I want to go study all the best medical schools in the world. I want to go to the US. These are things I declared to myself as a kid and prayed about. And this is God bless my mom because she was very like devoted Christian, so she got me to know God at a very young age, and I think just praying, believing in that, really brought me a long way. And you look at how I got into the sec, being into the sec, and not being something, like that I prayed and believed for these things, and they're happening to me. It's like, you only have to be the person I prayed to about, and it's also not been a straight path, It's like sometimes there are all these challenges, and sometimes you might even doubt that it's even possible. But then it ends up like happening. So it's like another moment of awe. So God has featured a lot in my life. Me being here is a testament of that.
Wow. Yeah. I like that. A great testament. And I like what you said, about how you were not even shy to show appreciation publicly, to God, which you're doing now, and that's awesome. Now that we talk about your life trajectory, how you got into Presec, I think is a good segue. So, was there anything about getting into Presec where there's some challenges or doubt? The way you said it,
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think just for I'm going to leave some details out, but
sure.
So I had always wanted to go to Presec. I had always wanted to go to Presec from grade 2. From grade 2, I was watching Nsmq on TV and around that time, like the top schools ever know who Presec is. So obviously grade 2 is class 2,
of course.
My lingo has changed a little bit.
That's understandable.
Yeah, class 2. Let me see which year back is that. Would that be 2006 back. 2006. I think
Asala was 2009. This was Timothy
Coaching. I think I might have watched him on TV or something like that. So I was like, oh my god, I want to go to that school. It's like that's school in Ghana. So since then I've always wanted to do that. The only school I wanted to go to was Presec.
Wow.
I'm like, everyone in my house knew that. So
they knew like that was the school
I wanted to go to. But during the BC and all that, I selected Presec as my first choice.
Sure.
And like I had 9 ones. So I had like 4 ones. So like I knew I was going to like Presec. But then it came and I got into St. James. And I was like, what? How is this even possible?
Yes.
It turns out my school was a Catholic primary school. St. James is a Catholic school. And I grew up in Sudan. So like usually most of the top students from my school go to St. James.
Yeah.
So I don't know whatever happened to my Presec again. I don't know shoot, but somehow ended up being St. James. But then I told my parents that if I'm not going to Presec, I'm not going to school. I wasn't the only person that happened to. There's just other top students in my class. We wanted to go to the trip, but ended up being St. James. but he ended up going St. James. And he did very well, but I told my parents that I'm not going to, I'm not going to, I just want to go to Presec. Yeah, so I came to Presec in second placement.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's why you said you leave some details out, but eventually you
yeah, I
came.
came to Presec in second placement that same year. So
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I had my own, like I should have gone for second placement. I was the first one on the list. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
You
uh,
wrote 9 subjects that year.
yes, nice
So
subject.
you had one in every subject.
One of the subject. Yeah. So yeah, and I was like, yeah, my parents was like, yeah, in second placement was the first one on the list.
Yeah.
All of that. So how come you like, whatever happened to my shit, that's the community for another time. But yeah, so I ended up in Presec then. So that's the
Wow.
story. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you end up in Presec, and guess what? You end up on the team. Of course, there was Form 1, there was Form 2, Form 3. I'm sure that was a journey. But so we were in Form 1. Which year were you in Form 1?
I was in Form 1 the end of 2013. I don't know, 2013.
2013. So that was the year, I think, did we get to the finals?
And yeah, we went to the finals and then we lost on like tiebreaker riddle.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, but by then you weren't in the team.
I wasn't in the team.
Okay. You got in the team maybe Form 2.
At the end of Form 2. Yeah.
Were you surprised when you were chosen as one of the two people? Like, yeah, asking how competitive was it? Were you surprised when you were chosen as one of the two?
Yeah, no, the set is highly competitive. I think people don't really understand how competitive the set is, but just imagine all the top students from the different business schools in Ghana come to one place, all wanting to do this quiz competition. Sure. Yeah. And then it's like people are learning different materials. You have to, it just makes you a better person, makes you a better student, you know. Like if you if you don't have, well, if you don't have that intrinsic motivation to do better, like no amount of competition will help you. But if you're an internal motivated person to always, you know, achieve, it's like having other people who are also like working very hard and pushes you. I think that's the environment of perception. Like if you are reading gas, you find out that someone is reading gas and has read this foreign book has like additional details that explain the concepts better or adds more details, more problems to solve. You know, you can go to that person, maybe you have questions, they help you with the questions. Sure. Or you could also like go find these books like that's ready. So that kind of environment. And it wasn't unhealthy, it was like healthy competition because no one is trying to do anything to push you down. They're just trying to do their best to be better. So in the end they end up being one of the top students in the school. So I think, yeah, I was really surrounded by really smart people. And I was really motivated about the quiz. I was really studying for it. I was working very hard. I was praying about it also. So yeah, and I was just grateful. Yeah. In the end, I got selected in the team. In the team, we had several trials. Yeah, it's like I hadn't lost not that I'm bragging, but the trials of the team. I mean, I was told as well, so of course you are not bragging. Yeah, within the quiz team, but I could do trials among each other. And so like, yeah, I was really like prepared for it, and like I hadn't prepared for a while. So it's like it made sense, right? Yeah, I genuinely believe that it gets to a certain stage where people are all equally smart, intelligent. The difference would be the kind of environment they live in, the kind of work they put in. So it's like if someone has been put in an environment like with them, where they're actually being pushed to learn more, do more. If you think that person, they might have just have been smart like with another classmate in basic school, but just by being in an environment like that person has just moved several miles ahead, you know, because they've been pushed to do much better. So it's not necessarily that they are way more intelligent than the other, it's just because they've been way more, they've been put in an environment that's been way more. So I think that's the kind of environment. And I thought genuinely more prepared, ready for the competition. Like, yeah, so I was like really excited. I was chosen as one of the contestants.
Did you feel like it was because I know there are some real groups that the competition is really tight to find like selection is not an easy thing to find who was that the case with you or it was pretty obvious?
So for my year, for me, it was obvious that I was going to be one of the contestants.
Okay.
But then it was like find someone's goal.
Yeah.
So that was where like we were switching tests every now and then
Okay.
throughout trials.
Okay.
But I think
I get it. No, I mean different years are different, so I get
Yeah.
what you mean. I mean, I spoke to some of the contestants, and they'll tell me the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that and you get to nationals, and of course, I know by now some people, especially pre-seconds or even generally, I mean, know the history of the NSMQ. So I mean, we're not going to go over that. We all know that. So you get to nationals, you do your first competition, and then it's one of those years that you do whatever you can, it gets to the riddles, and then you realize that I think it was King UST, and then I believe St. Mary's, and then one of those years that I mean it doesn't really go like you had expected because I mean I spoke to people and they used to tell me that during the trials other schools would be asking that hey that Papa guy is sick, you know that you go to nationals and then it happens that the first quiz doesn't necessarily go according to plan and unfortunately you don't have another quiz again so you had to get out in the first round. I mean, and I believe this is like a cathartic moment.
Yeah.
I mean, not to remind you of like a kind of sad time, but also to give the chance for us to be able to talk about it openly and all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you've heard this question like 1,000 times. What happened? Blah, 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 what happened? But I mean, looking back, how do you perceive it? What, maybe I should also ask Sam, maybe what happened and how do you perceive the whole thing? And apologies to take you back to something you want
No,
to forget.
no, no.
Yeah.
I think it's part of my experience. I think it makes you a better person. I'm going through that. And thinking about things I learned from that. But,
Good.
yeah, it's tough. I still have views about the quiz competition. Because it's like it's one thing to really want something and then get there, but then don't really get to the end. Because I really wanted to do this. Yeah. So honestly, I don't know what happened. Some of the questions we had around on stage were questions that my peers and I were getting right on papers. I was getting all these questions right on papers. But I knew quality question wrong. And we actually had the answer right on stage because I had made a mistake in my calculation. My partner had gotten the right answer. And he even saw the mistake I had made. But then when I was saying the answer, I ended up saying like my answer. I was like, yeah, these are one of those things. But then it's like, we got the right answer now. So these minor issues, but then it was like, for some reason, we still had a confidence. We're like, oh, okay, we come back because like it's a bad start, but we come back. Another issue in that contest was that during the speed race, we got more questions right than other schools. But then because there was no -1 the first year, so anytime they answer a question like they press the ball, when they didn't know the answer, and they get a question wrong, the school press. So by the time we had the answer, it was only 1 point. So
But they were not deducting at that time.
Yeah, they were not deducting. That was the first day they tried the speed race, so they were not deducting. So there was only one question out of the 4 questions we had right that we had proved marks for, and that was the question on like sucrose. That's sucrose. Yeah.
Is that the one that went viral?
Yes, that one.
They said the fastest answer. Oh, you are the guy. The fastest answer in the queue. Yes. Oh, you are very popular.
Yeah. I mean, I look very different now. So
yes,
I don't think people recognize.
You do. But nice haircut, by the way.
Yeah. So that was the only question we had 2 points for, and like the only question we had like just 1 point was like the school just kept on pressing, get around. But it was a -1, probably a different story. But I mean, so after speed race, we are still behind. 2 of us, we catch up by 3 points because the other school get like 2 rounds and get 1 round, so catch up by 3 points. And then it gets to riddles.
So there's no PU, the problem of the day.
There was probably there. There was probably I don't remember the exact scores. I think 9 and had 6. I don't remember the exact score.
But by true or false, what does it like? By the end of true?
By the end of true or false, it was now a 12 point. after the first round and after like the speed race. So the speed race, the questions, some questions they press and you get a full 3 points. Yeah. But when you press, it's only 1 point. So it was like that was just getting wider, and then we had problems with getting a pure four. The pure fours we gained like one extra question. I think we lost an extra question. So it was not like 12 point down. Wow. And then it was straight off.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did your oh my gosh.
I don't know. I mean, riddles, riddles, like you never know because you don't know what riddles are coming. Yeah. But yeah,
It's really an open game.
It is an open game. But there is those speed, right, and like able to make connections really quickly.
Okay.
And that's one thing Mr. Farmer was into. That's like to me, they read a lot, and I love reading. Like David Scrap, I'm reading a lot, like all these different science concepts. I generally found science and still find it still interesting. So I always try to like, why did they call this by that name? Why was it Greek origin of that? So I think riddles of that and also like get a concept. It makes you think broad and wide. So I enjoyed riddles. It was my favorite round throughout like Nsmq. Yeah. So
even before you competed, it was your favorite one.
It's an open round. Even it's a favorite school of any science. You don't have to have gone to like JHS, You can just read something random off a newspaper and then keep that fact in your head. That one clue could be an answer. Anybody can get a question right in the radio. It's an open game. Yeah. So
it's not the easiest thing.
It's not, but that also makes it fun. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So then you get to riddles. You answer 3 riddles, and you're on the final riddle, and you know the answer to the final riddle. You're about to answer the final riddle. And there is the question.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that was
very shocking.
Oh, yeah, very shocking. But I mean, I think what made that competition, I don't know, memorable or dramatic, well, of course, the fact that, per se, because of his reputation, people expected us to be ahead or we were behind. So, I mean, that was one. But then also the fact that, like, you mounted that comeback. Bam, bam, bam. Charlie, did you just know how did you become so confident to press the bell? Because you're also behind, so it was a risk.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about riddles. If you ask every contestant, they tell you that if you know the answer, you know it because it just clicks. Then, like, if you don't know the answer, you're guessing. You know you're guessing. Sometimes you do a calculation, you're guessing. But shout out to my partner on the stage because we were talking.
Let's mention the name.
Adakwa. Shout out to Ebenezer. Yeah. We were talking on the stage and like we're encouraging each other. And the answer to the first riddle was refraction.
You still remember?
The answer to the first, I think it was refraction. So like they mentioned the quiz, and like this guy was like, oh yeah, it's refraction. So it's like, oh, yeah, refraction, and we again answered. And then the answer to the next riddle was 10. And that one, the only reason why I knew it was because I think they mentioned the or for 10. Yeah, that's not something you find out textbooks, but then I've been reading this other chemistry textbooks. Forgotten the name, I suppose.
So I've been reading that. Maybe the pre-seconds will not let you mention it. No, go ahead.
Yeah, so once you mentioned that, I knew the answer. So I read and then you got it right. And then in the next riddle I got right, I like filled it together based on the clues that we were given. Because to be honest, I didn't know exactly what she was talking about. But then I think the first clue was like some type of function. And then the last was something like I am as constant as a not stuff. Something like that. So it's like it's a function, they mentioned these schools. I think there's like another thing that constant function in terms of like the line. It's like I've forgotten the exact thing, but there's a clue related to like a constant line. But I think I don't remember the exact thing.
It's been a long time.
You have one. Yeah. So I just like put everything together. And to be honest, like, if you get it wrong, like, you guys are
You're out.
out. Yeah.
And you didn't know the answer, but you had to do some critical thinking.
Yeah, and that's the thing I read those too. Like sometimes the quiz really help you. You're right, because like all these other, for example, tin. If you know it's tin,
Yeah.
you know it's tin.
Exactly.
But then with a function, I was like, oh, could it be this function? And constant function is not something that we are necessarily like taught in schools. Like you know about it,
Okay.
but it's not like, oh, y is a constant function.
I guess
You find the real values of y or something like that. You know what I mean?
I guess you.
So it was like, oh, could this be the answer? So I just pressed it and it's like, it was correct. It was like, oh my god, we are close. We're close. So then it gets to the final result. At this point, we close the gap. So it's like, when you get this final result, we go to tiebreaker. So they start mentioning the clues, we are talking, and like at one point, like we discussed a different answer, and I was like, nah, this can't be it. And then right after that, so we mentioned the clue and we knew the answer. At that point, I was like, oh yes, it's cool. So we press it, but then I think if two screws press at the same time, the ball doesn't work. So Marisa also pressed at the same time, and then we're like, oh, looking in shock. It's like, oh no. And then they say the answer. I was like, oh, yeah. It was really tough. It was really tough. Tough moment. Will never forget. One of the best experiences of my life. I've learned so much from it. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I remember getting back to campus, like thinking that that's the end of it. Because I was like, is this real? Are they going to call us back? Like, yeah, because you know how because me and a freshman they call some schools back. Yeah, but I don't need that for under 16. Yeah, I was like, I just didn't know what to feel. Yeah, I didn't know what to feel
because it was so unreal.
Yeah, it was unreal. So many emotions just be there that day. Yeah, be very far from winning and get to a second time and having a chance. Yeah, and then losing all of that in the moment. All the stuff. I'm grateful to God. Sure, I'm still here. And I still believe in you. Things like that.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, you've done well by talking about it openly. I'm sure a lot of us, including myself, have had moments like that. And it's not everybody who can talk about such moments even that confidently till now. And I'm sure it's an adulting thing, maturity that even we can still talk about it. I doff my heart out to you. And of course, obviously you were one of the best in the school. That's why you were there. So I mean, I don't think it takes anything from you. But like we discussed, this part of life, and it's one of those things. I'm going to ask you some of the lessons you've learned because it's be surprising that these are some of the things that also toughen you up for the rest of your life.
Hold on, that's exactly
Yeah. So before I go there, I mean, let's be a bit realistic. How's the mood in Presec like?
Oh, it was tough. It was tough. I mean, if you win the Nsmq, you're a star. But if you don't,
it's a whole different.
I mean, if you do well, you're still, yeah. But then to go out in the first and there's also what Presec was on, it's tough. The kind of things you hear about you and like you hear about the team, the kind of but then generally around that time, I think the culture about Nsmq was different than what you have now. What had been in the past. I think the kind of like support, we really love the kind of support the team is getting now. And we really encourage that. And it's like it's great. I think it wasn't necessarily like
as much as
all hands-on experience for us, but there are definitely people who are really like involved. Mr. Tom was always there. You had some of the seniors from the previous year come in to encourage us, like just be there for us. So but yeah, I mean it was just a change in mood. I think when anything like that happens, like that Mr. Tom will probably jealous of it. I know what you mean. The students also take lots of blame as well, like the contestants on the stage. the team itself, the team dynamics, because like, oh my god, like you have so much training, how do you do this? Some of them, I don't know. Uh, yeah, I think,
Again,
yeah,
yeah, it's just as being human,
yeah,
and of course, you did. I mean, you survived it. Obviously, you're here, But let's get to the lessons. I'm sure there are things that you would write in your S. Well, I mean, they are just genuine things that you believe you got from that, or you learned from that. Can you share that with
yeah. I think first of all, it's humbling.
us? Mm.
It's very humbling to have such an experience. I'm grateful that you choose such an experience. You want something, you work hard for it.
Sure.
Think that you deserve it because you're working hard. I mean, everyone else is working hard,
Mm.
but then not even get it right.
Mm.
It just shows that there are many other factors that play, like you're achieving something.
Okay.
So that's one thing that I got from it. It's like
Okay.
sometimes it's not about how prepared you are.
Mm.
What are these other factors that we play? So look into that. So teaching them is from failures, right? Because like me losing something that I really care so much about, just made me careless about other things that I really care a lot about. So it's
Okay.
like I'm not hesitant to try things, but in the end, it's like no matter what happens, like influence, you survive. Like so, it's really made me someone who is also into try new experiences, really good for things that I believe in, really work on, do like that, because in the end, like when you do lose it, like you do learn from it, but then you never have lost it if you never like towards it. So, um, yeah, and also the fact that I was just on stage, I'm just grateful, right? Because something that I wanted,
Sure.
I mean, now I've gotten the end that I wanted, but I think just working towards something really being there, working towards something really being there, it's it's
It's
invigorating.
enough.
Yeah, it's invigorating. It's
Yeah.
like I'm just grateful to God. Yeah. But I mean, my thank God to my mom also because they're still, she was still encouraging me, taking me to church, and things like that. But sometimes these things could hit your face, just like playing so much or whatever. But yeah, lessons learned. It's a humbling experience, but that's the Lord trying to teach you. And just, grateful to what the Lord, whatever He gives me. It's not something I deserve. I want. It's like it's gifts. So just grateful. I'm grateful that I'm even here also, the opportunity to talk. Who knows, like if I had won a contest or a competition, I could have blocked up all pride. That prevents me from seeking out greater goals because I've achieved something I wanted at such a very young age. There could be all these other factors, but I'm still here.
You're right because it's. I mean, because in a way you wanted to make sure that I don't want to say you make up for it, but you felt like there's still more you have to do. So I'm sure you may not even have been here because you would have rested on your oars, or as they put it.
Yeah. But it's possible. It's possible that could have happened. But hopefully not. Hopefully I don't rest on my laurels.
Yeah, your laurels. That's the word I was looking for. But now you are here, and then that trumps over everything else because hey, you made it.
Have I made it? I don't think I have yet. It's like there's still more. I think that's what an experience like that would do. I mean, all these achievements and they're really nothing. It's like, yeah, I gave them video as like something that my life is based on or built on, right? Because it could be gorgeous like that. True. The title or something like that. But yeah, just grateful to God for the experience I get, whatever impact I'm able to have in the lives of others. And thank you for this conversation also. It's like an opportunity to share my experience. So just grateful for this opportunity. But yeah, I don't think I can really rest on anything that I've done because it's a gift from God. Sure. That's kind of see very true. So yeah.
No, it's a pleasure to have you talk about it this way. And I appreciate you being very open about it. I'm sure a lot of young people will be inspired and to also know that they should not always rest on their laurels, but also the fact that you don't even see that as the definitive goal, the definitive purpose, well, not purpose, but definitive framework of life. That there is more to life than that in other things. And I like that so that people don't, you can get quite competitive and crazy sometimes, but people have to know that there's more to life than that.
Yeah.
I think I like that answer. And also still knowing that there's a higher purpose in what you're doing. That's great. So now you graduate from PSEC, you do the Iwasi, and then Iwasi went well.
It went well. I didn't
Okay.
get 80s, unfortunately.
But of course, I mean,
Yeah.
you did know,
Yeah, I
you
had
did
11
okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then you applied to Kama College here.
Yes.
Okay, and then you made it to the
Yeah,
US.
yeah. And
That's awesome. Which was a whole new experience, right?
Yeah.
But tell us a bit about your family. You've talked a lot about your mom. If, I'm sure you want to say shout out to
shout out
her.
to all my family, great people.
Okay.
Yeah, but not normal.
See, maybe your siblings, something, just a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. So I grew up in Sunyane.
Okay.
Yeah. And my house.
Shout out to so many folk.
Oh yeah, Sun City.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sun City. Grew up in Sunyane. Large family. I had lots of siblings, but in Ghanaian family, usually have some people in the house,
Yeah.
including my siblings and like cousins. I grew up in such a large family,
Okay.
and it was just a good experience, just learning to live and share space with so many people.
Okay.
So yeah, I have several siblings.
Okay.
Shout out to my younger sister.
Sure.
She went to get
Oh, okay.
she's at tech right now.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah,
It's nice time in Sunyani growing up. Right?
nice time growing up. Yeah, with my dad and my siblings.
Sure.
Yeah, I think how was my childhood like? I think I spent lots of time. Yeah, like go to school. I went to Holy Spirit School.
I was going to ask you. Yeah.
Holy Spirit School, JHS.
Okay.
Great school. I think it's the best primary school in all of Ghana.
Yeah, to Holy Spirit GHS. So
Yes.
Shout out to you guys.
Yeah. I think the two St. James contestants who went to the same both of them were from my school.
Oh,
I think so. That's what I heard.
okay.
I don't know. It's a long time ago, but that's what I heard. But yeah, I think basically I go to school in the morning, come back, do homework, play video games. I play lots of video games. Like I was just completing adventure games like that. And I think it's very good because there's so many different things you learn from these games. And I also read a lot. One thing that my headmistress in school exercises like reading storybooks.
Okay.
So there was like this reading competition.
Wow.
Like the one where these books before you all guys write a summary upon the books, the like they will pick for you, and then after you write a summary, you read it, and then they do like a spelling competition and things like that. So that's something that I really enjoy. So I enjoyed reading a lot growing up. I've not read at such a rate again since leaving Holy Spirit. Because I knew that we read like one term, I read like it's something books. And just like that, because it's competitive. So just like reading a lot.
Good training.
Good training. I enjoyed it. I played soccer, football.
Yeah.
I was a goalkeeper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was a goalkeeper.
You're really good at keeping the
Oh yes, I could dive very well. Yeah, I was a goalie. I enjoyed that. So it was fun. It was fun growing up with people who cared about you.
Sure. And then which house were you at Preset Legon?
I was 9.
I was 9, okay.
Yeah.
And then what other fun facts? What are your hobbies?
Hobbies? Every now and then I play football.
Okay.
But I also I enjoy dancing.
Oh, nice.
I enjoy dancing.
Okay.
And then I like to read still.
Okay.
And I don't have that much time to read for fun. Okay. But I like to read both fiction and non-fiction.
Awesome.
Yeah. Other things I love to do, I love to box, shadow boxing.
Oh, okay, you do shadow
Yeah, I can't do boxing of people. No
right.
English, but yeah, I like to,
Shadow box.
shadow box. I think it's good.
Nice
Good
one.
workout, good experience.
Nice one.
Yeah,
Okay, and then as you were talking, something came to my mind, but I forgot. Oh, what teams do you support?
Barcelona fan.
Barca. Okay.
Yeah, Barcelona fan. Europe. You have my Ghanaian team
Yes,
too.
I want the Ghanaian.
My mom is gonna kill me for this, but when it comes to Accra House of Folk and Kotoko, big time Kotoko fan.
Wow.
Yeah, from the back.
Remember.
But also Breaking Arsenal,
Oh,
Breaking Arsenal
okay.
fan.
Is that
Yeah.
a team your mom likes?
Yes,
Okay.
that's my mom's side of the family grew up in Breaking, so I'll spend some breaks in Breaking,
Oh,
or like
okay.
one of my grandfathers and uncles' farms,
Oh, nice.
helping out on the farm, like every now and then. That's my childhood. So
Hi to all Breakum folks.
yeah,
That's your man right there.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And what about in America? Do you follow NBA or whatever? Do you have any teams?
yes. I feel, yeah. I mean, I'm I'm a Houston Rockets fan,
Okay.
which is very odd. But since I'm in Boston, I love the Celtics. But when it comes to the NBA, sometimes follow players a lot. So I like the Clippers too because they are some of my favorite players. I like the Bucks. Oh, like Kawhi Leonard,
Okay.
James Harden,
Okay.
Paul George. So they're good.
Yeah.
But I'm a Houston Rockets fan.
Okay.
But the Celtics, if they win, I'm only mad.
Yeah.
I move around a lot. I like the Nuggets too. Because I have Jokic and Murray. I like Murray the most.
Okay.
And I like Embiid.
Oh, right.
Some sixes.
Yeah.
Just because of everything in that is like trust the process. I think that's a very powerful thing to say.
Story, yeah.
Yeah, trust the process. I think it's all about trusting the process.
Wow. And you come out
at
the end.
It says a lot. Sometimes you have to put in the work. And then, so I really like that because
of that story.
That story, trust the process.
Yeah. You're not a LeBron guy.
What?
You're not a LeBron James.
Not really. I don't hate him. I think he's a good player. One of the best players we ever have. But I'm not like a huge
crazy about it.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, it's really been great chatting with you. I like you're down to it, and you've been very nice about making time for this. I appreciate it. And is there anything else you just want to tell either young people in Ghana, people who come here to study, and people who are interested in science and medicine? You can take it from different angles.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. I thank you also for the opportunity to share my story, talk to others. I think one part of me that never really came across for this interview is how much I care about Ghana as a country, and how much I care about progress in the country.
Tell us about that.
I think some of the motivations for studying outside is to get the best education possible, the best training possible, and then come improve as a country. And I think Ghana has been trending in the right direction in terms of like infrastructure, global development, and things like that. But it's like there needs to be general attitude change, just not leaders, right? But also in the youth, right?
Sure.
Because if you keep on believing that things are just going to be the way they are, then you need to have a process which I think no one really likes in the country. Because apparently, like, new jobs, there's lots of corruption, that starts from the person. Will I be a person of integrity? Will I stand up for what's right? Would I encourage my brother to stand up for what's right, even when everyone else is doing what's bad? And it's not an easy thing, but then I think just encouraging each other to stand up for what's right is the best way to go. And then also, really believing in things that I have in Ghanaian. Okay. Believing in things that are very Ghanaian. Maybe sometimes too much in love with too much in love with other things that are not like politically clear. But if you're able to do things that, for example, if you're able to like communicated very well. You know, like
Authentic.
yeah,
I mean, Afrocentric.
Afrocentric things. Yeah, it's like just start by the individual person trying to promote their country, do their best for their country. Um, yeah, I'm not actively thinking about I know this may sound hypocritical because I'm not in Ghana and I'm advocating for Ghana, but I think yeah, and I would honestly take that criticism because I'm not in Ghana. It sounds like yeah in the US in this, you know. But I think just being excited to work in Ghana should be something that we should all look to us. Sure, it's about like sincerely believing that everything outside is better. I get in terms of the environment. I mean, generally, I think education here is great, the training here is great.
Sure.
But then there are lots of things about Ghana that's also great.
Sure.
The hospitality is great.
Yeah.
The food is great.
Great.
Culture. Yeah, the culture is great. The camaraderie, like fellowship with each other, it's amazing. You know, so there are lots of things we can build on. I think just caring about each other to go a long way. And there are some stories I feel about the country that we have to hear about what everybody is doing that. So hear about all these things. And like, wow, like if you really care about each other, there's ours to protect. So those are some of the things I care about, and I hope it gets better. I probably say that.
No, but I get your point. We can help Ghana in so many ways, and some of it is coming here to learn the education here, and then using that to impact back home. And I mean, somebody said something, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's like you can even be equally helpful even by learning or acquiring certain skills from here. And then there's so many different ways that you can help. So I know Ghana is still in your heart, and then sometimes you leave home only for you to cherish home more. So I get what you mean. The more sometimes you are here, because I was in Iowa for a bit, the more you even appreciate certain things about your home, right? And so I think that's what you're trying to say, that we should be living ourselves. And yes, the world is going global, but we can compete on global level by being authentically African. And that there are things that Africa can show the world. Yes, looking out for each other, that fellow feeling, that spirit of communalism and working together. I mean, those are things that Africa can show them. Because we achieve great things in the world when we come together. Yeah, I think that's what you're trying to say. Perfect. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, it's been real fun chatting, and he's a great guy. Like
thank you. Two praises, but I'll take them.
No,
thank you very much.
It's something. It's been really fun having you, and I know that you're going to go on to do great things by the grace of God.
Thank you. God willing.
Yes. So, and I know you like your Ghanaian chocolate.
Thank you. This has made my day.
I know, it's fine.
Guess what? Today is also Independence Day, right?
We almost forgot that. So, happy Independence to Ghana.
Happy Independence Day, Ghana. Happy Independence Day to you. So.
Thank you. Happy Independence Day to you. Hey, Papa.
At long last.
At long last.
Ghana, the other country. It's free forever.
Yes. Hopefully we'll get towards greater freedom in every sense of it. Hey, thank you once again. Let's keep in touch. Harvard Medical School, we wish you God's blessings and God's grace throughout the journey. In both the tough times, may God give you that spirit, that grace to go through it and be successful, and give you brighter days.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and we will definitely stay in touch.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, take care.